Hello class. In this video we're going to add a pedestrian lighting because I think it's very good for streetscapes and it's a good concept to go over, which we'll go over more in detail later in the semester. It's the last main object or required object needed, although there's lots of other little things to make this image better that we have to do, but sort of thing we have to add into the image before we get into that other work. And we're basically going to do the same way we did trees or people. I'm just going to come over to Google Images and go pedestrian lighting or street light might work. And here we go. And this is a case where I think like going for manufacturers, like if something is manufactured, sometimes like if for sale, that could be really great. So Delhi actually does have pedestrian lights. I don't technically need to add any, but I'm going to show them off. And so cars, I'm not asking you to add a car. You could, but like same thing, like going to the manufacturer's websites are really great because you can get an image that's pretty nice, high quality, and I could do other searches, but I might just go for this one. And I get the white background, which will make this easy to cut out as well. So you can do that. You can save your image. You can look through Google Images as well. But yeah, useful tip. One of the reasons why I'm having you do this is to think about going shopping for a pedestrian light, and a great spot to find images for not just lights, cars, anything that you think you could purchase or that's manufactured usually has something like this that can be added. So we're going to go back into our image. We'll do the same thing here. We should be good at it now. We'll just add a new layer. We're going to do it from our image. And we're going to pull it here, and it's going to come in with the white background in this case, which is perfectly fine. It gives me a chance to show you another tool. What I'm going to come here is the magic wand or the wand select tool. And if I click on the wand select tool, it's going to select everything that's basically white, and I can hit delete, and we can see I'm just left with the lamp now. It's little edges are a little rough, but it's not really all that bad, you know. So once I've deleted the white areas, then I'll just go to my white arrow here and move it into place. You know, maybe there's one there at the corner. I can duplicate the layer, move it over to the other side of the street, maybe put one here. Now this has to be mirrored because the light wants to look the other way. So another great thing to show is I can go to edit, transform, flip horizontally. Let's try that again. Transform, flip horizontally. There we go. Now it's faced the other way. I could duplicate this layer again as many times as you need to, because they're going to be spaced fairly frequently. So as I get it back in space, I'm going to have to sort of shrink the, height. Now pedestrian lights do want to be small, so arguably I should edit this one. Oops. Grab the tree. What do I do? Control Z to undo. Right? Make sure I get that little blue dot. They shouldn't be too much taller than the person, really, right? So if it feels too tall, just go ahead and make them smaller. If it feels too small, make them bigger. And then again, the tricky part is to get them to looking right in perspective, as if they're like getting smaller as you go down. And they're going to be pretty frequently, so just take a stab at it. How often do you think they are? You know, every sort of important step, they go here, just like this. When I get too far deep in, you can't really see the image anymore. Arguably, you can probably barely see that one either. So I think I added 4. I think that's pretty good. Again, are there more down here? Yes, but these trees, that tree blocks the rest of them, so I don't need to worry about it. I have enough to say, oh yeah, I've added these new pedestrian lights. All right, good job. So again, that's pedestrian lights. A few little tips and tricks. They all can be used in any number of ways. We do need to do some labeling and some finishing touches to this image, and I do want to remind everyone here, and I'll probably do it in a video. The assignment does require you to add one thing on your own to see what you can add, a sustainable feature that you think is sustainable, and you figure out how to draw it as practice. So you might go ahead and do that now before moving on to labeling and some final touches. But give it a shot, see what you can do, and see what you can come up with and thinking about adding. So good luck.